Okay, so there's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, and that's about how do you convey your own experience and your emotions and feelings to someone else exactly the way how you experienced it in your own head. And honestly, I've contemplated about this for such a long time, and it's one of the reasons sometimes why I can delay my videos, because I can get lost inside my own mind, in my own, different voices that I'm trying to overcome. So I wonder if you can truly capture someone's experience through the lens, of the camera, because how else would you capture this perceivable reality? But you can't capture mind though, so you can't stick a camera inside my head and then have all the different scenes that are playing in my own head and translate it or intermit it to the camera, if that makes sense. One thing that I'm constantly thinking about and contemplating is that I'm trying to communicate to the audience what kind of experience I had, or a particular experience I had, and trying to tell them as close to what I have experienced in my own head. And in order to do that in this filmmaking world, there's only two ways to do it, right? There's the visual and then there's audio. But even with visual, you can't capture someone's imaginations. You can't capture that conscious world. You know what I mean? So it's a great mystery. I really desire to get to know someone, and maybe this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this recording, is because I always want to have a friend who you can talk about literally anything at whatever level. I mean, obviously I have friends like that, but also, everyone's busy, with their own lives, and a lot of those friends are married and they have kids, and it's just a different schedule, and it's, you don't always get to hang out with your friends like you used to when you were younger, it's different, when you get older, life is a lot different. Maybe the fact that I've gone into a lot of different peaks, and I've studied a lot of different things in the last 5-6 years, and I've really sort of, I'm seeing myself mature quite a bit, and it's a combination of they'll call it the midlife crisis or existentialism, right? Or is it called the existentialism? In one aspect, I look at the world, I see everyone completely content and completely fine with the way things are. And then I also see a lot of group of people, kind of like myself, they're always like searching for something more. They're actively on a spiritual journey, trying to find out the meaning of life, the purpose of their existence. I'm really wanting deeper connections with people. I really do. This is like my priority, actually, because I feel like I could be too open with people sometimes, that it can throw people off. And so even if I wanted to get to know that person to the level of like my best friend, one of the reasons why I started doing podcasts with my YouTube channel is because I wanted people to see how I interact with other people when I am talking to them. I'm trying to figure out how to capture experience, my own thought, and trying to convey it to the audience so they can see it. But I don't know if it's ever going to be possible for technology to ever get to that level where you can essentially capture a separate realm, essentially. How do I explain that to someone? Like, how do you even capture that on a video camera? You can't. Not even in Hollywood or any type of software or whatever biological scientific method. I mean, there's no way for you to possibly capture another human being's entire life's worth, emotions and experiences and like who they are. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like a combination of me growing up older, another year gone by, perhaps it's that. Maybe it's the fact that I gone into a lot of peak points. If I can crack the code of getting to know people, literally anybody, that just, to me, is really intriguing, and it stimulates me, like the way how I used to be when I was a kid, just curious about the whole world and how the world operated, and I just wanted to go and learn about everything and anything and everything, I've also been, I guess subconsciously, been doing this quite a lot, which is thinking ahead. Kind of like in chess, you're supposed to look 5 to 20 steps ahead. And I've been sort of doing this too, rather it's with certain people that I'm with, or certain events, or socializing, gatherings or whatever, or when I go and meet people, I'm sort of like predetermining in my head what's going to happen, what the outcome will be, what kind of conversation I will have. And even like, 3 days ago was New Year's, and it didn't really matter where I went. I already know in my head, no matter what kind of parties I go to or what event I go to, it's all the same, It's all the same. Like, you meet people, you greet, say hello, drink, and talk about money and just a bunch of nonsense, essentially. There's so much to discover, and you have so many more people to meet in your lifetime. And you have so much more learning to do about your own self and about those people that are close to you. You think that you've known certain individuals and that they're in your inner circle, but you can go even deeper from that inner circle. And there's essentially like a no limit to getting to know someone, like so deep to the point where you almost like know them, like the way how you know yourself. Anyways, Happy New Year's, and not sure anyone thinks that was crazy, but it's just some of the things that have been on my mind lately.